I want to first start off by talking a little bit about cancer. It's a story about a friend of mine who he felt sick for a very long time and actually did nothing about it. And years later, having had to go to the hospital, when they cut him open, they sewed him right back up. They said, listen, there's nothing we can do for you. The cancer has destroyed your insides. And I say that story only because in our country where we have this political cancer. And what do I mean by political cancer? By that I mean the unregulated money that's in our politics. This money that feeds greed and corruption and cronyism. And the fact of the matter is, we have known this. And if we were to be honest with ourselves, we would see that we have been complicit as a country in this for decades. And what do I mean by that? In 2003, everyone remember the WikiLeaks scandal in the United States, where a lot of documents were actually laid bare, and some of it dealing with the Bahamas. But in 2003, there was an F&M official who indicated that the F&M was going to spend upwards of $250,000 per constituency, about $9 million. In that same cable, it was released that a PLP official indicated that they would spend approximately $7 million. Right there, $16 million. That bought t-shirts, pom-poms, the parties. So we've been complicit in this. But the events of the past week have been sobering. And it is evidence that this cancer, this political cancer, is going to kill our country. It is going to destroy our democracy and make us slaves to the special interest and the wealthy money men. It's like an iceberg. If you see just the top, it may look small. But once you get below the surface, we realize that it is a huge problem. And so what we saw this week with respect to the videos that are going around and the depositions that have been made is only evidence of a level of corruption that has been going on for decades in our country. And as Bahamians, we have to be prepared to deal with this reality if we expect to have a better country. And so, from the standpoint of the DNA, it is evident that we must implement campaign finance legislation in this Bahamas. And do not expect the F&M or the PLP to bring it. In fact, the PLP had a campaign finance bill. They did. And they never brought it to the House of Assembly. And don't expect the F&M to do it either. Because in fact, in 2011, then Prime Minister, the Right Honorable Hubert Ingraham, said, and I quote, that he does not believe that campaign finance laws are necessary, unquote. He also said that you cannot legislate honesty. And that was the F&M's position. And they have done nothing to say that it's changed. And so I say it again, do not expect the people who have put us into this situation to be the ones to change it. The only thing that can change it is a party committed to the future of this country. A people who are prepared to stand up. That is the Democratic National Alliance. But we believe that putting in place systems, even though we cannot legislate honesty, as the former Prime Minister said, we can put in place systems that can leave a country a better place.